Good afternoon, Lancaster. My name is Ben McClure, and I'm one of the hosts here of Lancaster Connects. It's December 2nd, Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock. That's Lancaster Connects time, every Monday at 2 o'clock. Lancaster Connects is the show that highlights great people and great organizations, other small businesses similar to Gardner's Mattress and more, doing good works for the community, sharing great stories. We've got some great guests on today, Rod and Robyn Redcay from Real Life Community Services. We're going to get to them in a little bit. We just wrapped up Thanksgiving. Hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving holiday with family and good food. I think I had 5 meals in a row of Thanksgiving dinner. So I love turkey and potatoes and stuffing. We had a conversation about stuffing on last episode, but I'm a little turkeyed out at the moment. So last night I'd made something different for dinner. No more turkey leftovers. We're leaving them in the dust. Doing something different with the turkey, right? Making a soup, doing something else. But no more turkey dinners until next year. I did want to mention my co-host here at Lancaster Connects and co-owner of Gardner's Mattress and more, Jeff Giannakavo, isn't with me today, and he isn't here at the store. He's had a bit of a rough week. If you could keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. Jeff lost his father over the weekend. His father, Clark, passed away over the weekend, and so we pass along our condolences to Jeff and his family. That was a rough week for the Giannakavo family to go through that. And also, Jeff is right now with his wife, Steph, who is battling an infection, and she's in the hospital. So if you're watching and can pass along some kind words and some words of encouragement to her and Jeff's family, I'd love to read those here on the show. Or Jeff, I'm sure if he's watching or when he watches later, we'll see those and can read those to Steph. So I'd love if you could do that. If you're watching out there, pass along some words of encouragement to Steph. And of course, keep your thoughts and prayers with Jeff and the Giannakavo family. So yeah, rough stuff. Hopefully we can they can get some answers for Steph and what's going on with her, and they can get back to normal life. Obviously not the Thanksgiving weekend that they wanted to experience with their family. So, but they'll get through it. They're fighters. So, our thoughts and prayers from Lancaster Connects are with Jeff and Steph and their family. So, we're going to do our community rundown. Today is Cyber Monday, but there's not a whole lot of community things going on for Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is kind of like this, made up holiday, just like Black Friday was a made up holiday after the Thanksgiving holiday. You had, Black Friday deals and, savings and whatever. Then you have Small Business Saturday, which, of course, is something we've always participated in as a small business. A lot of small community businesses get busy around the holidays for holiday shopping and whatnot. And of course, Small Business Saturday is a holiday put together to support small businesses, which is something you should do all the time. But it's nice to see a day dedicated to shopping small. And then you have, this Cyber Monday thing, which, was created as a way for people to buy online, which you can do anytime, but we don't really care about Cyber Monday because it's not supporting local businesses per se. We're going to focus our community rundown on Giving Tuesday, which is the fourth in the line of holiday ways to invest your money, let's say. So Giving Tuesday is a way to give back to nonprofits and charitable organizations. Again, great people doing great things in the community. We've got we went to the Lancaster Connects Facebook page and scrolled through, found a number of organizations that had some Giving Tuesday posts. Pro tip, if you want to get mentioned on Lancaster Connects, we follow a ton of local organizations, and when your stuff shows up in our feed and it's, something that we can share in the community rundown, or you'd like us to share it, just let us know. You could send us a request at our website, or share it on our Lancaster Connects page or tag us on Facebook. Those are good ways to let us know. But we've got a handful of organizations here that we're going to highlight that had Giving Tuesday posts in their Facebook feed. So, Off the Streets is an organization that we've highlighted many times. Of course, we do a monthly charitable donation to Off the Streets with mattresses, sheets, bed frames, that sort of thing. Of course, they help home those who don't have a home here in Lancaster City. We just wrapped up the Extra Give. That was 2 Fridays ago, and they are humbled by the giving to them during that. Those funds will be available to them in the new year, and they'll help fund security deposit assistance for the first quarter. Giving Tuesday is a global effort to raise funds for nonprofits. If you can help us raise awareness of this way of investing in our mission, and I'm reading this as if I'm representing Off the Streets, we appreciate it. It makes a wonderful alternative gift to someone special, so you can donate on behalf of someone. So let's say I have a friend who I need to, or I'm buying a gift for, I can make a donation in their name to Off the Streets, and really any of these charities. It's a nice alternative gift. At your request, we can provide you with a gift certificate when a donation is made. To give, learn more at their website, lancaster.offthestreetsnow.com, or just go to their Facebook page, find them, and you'll see ways to donate there. So that's Off the Streets, great local charity. Number 2 on our list, we've got Hope Inspire Love. Bring them up there. Chris has got them on the screen. They are an organization right here in Lancaster helping to fight human trafficking. So their post says, Giving Tuesday is December 3rd. This year, we're asking our community to come together and support the incredible women who receive services from Hope Inspire Love. Your generosity can help provide gift cards for survivors, allowing them to provide necessities for their families, give their children a special gift for Christmas. Of course, a great season to be able to do that, and also allows them to have mentor/mentee connections. So that's Hope Inspire Love. You can find more information about them. Again, find them on Facebook. Chris has got some information up there on the screen, and support that great effort right here in Lancaster. Got another couple here. We've got the Humane Pennsylvania. I think maybe they used to be called the Humane League. Maybe now they're just Humane Pennsylvania. Anyway, their Giving Tuesday post says, this Giving Tuesday, give the gift that keeps on giving. Join Humane PA's monthly giving program and make a lasting impact for the animals in need. Your ongoing support provides life-saving care year-round, ensuring pets in our community get the help they deserve. To show our appreciation, we'll send every new monthly donor a surprise thank you gift. Wonder what that is? I guess you'll find out when you make a donation to Humane Pennsylvania. So again, find them on Facebook, find their posts. There's links in there on how to give. And the last organization, last but not least, and of course, this is just 4 of many organizations right here in Lancaster that you can support. And of course, one of which we'll be having a conversation with in just a few moments here. But Help the Fight. Help the Fight is an organization we've had on the show, I think, a couple times before. They help those going through a breast cancer diagnosis. Wonderful organization run by wonderful people. Their post, their Giving Tuesday post said, join us in the fight against breast cancer on December 3rd for Giving Tuesday. On the special day of giving, your support can make a real difference for those battling breast cancer. Every donation helps provide vital resources, support, and hope for individuals and families affected by this disease. Together, we can provide comfort for those in need. There's Linda Charles, founder of Help the Fight. Again, they're a wonderful organization doing amazing things for breast cancer, those going through a breast cancer diagnosis and survivors, again, affected by that disease. So helpthefight.org is their website. You can find them on Facebook. There's links on how to give. And of course, as we always say, it's great to support charities and nonprofits. It's great that you can do it on a Giving Tuesday, labeled Giving Tuesday, but you can give to these organizations every day of the year. And it's not, and as we say on the show, it's not just financial donations that these charities need. You can find ways to help in other ways, Maybe it's volunteering. Maybe it's donating your time, providing them a service. Maybe it's marketing, accounting. A lot of these organizations, they're run by volunteers and they need help. So financially, time, talent, and treasure, right? Financially, volunteer hours, and then of course your talents if you can provide them. So if you feel led to do that, reach out to some of these charitable organizations and just say, hey, I'd like to help out, and they can connect the dots on how you can make an impact there. So that was our Giving Tuesday community rundown. We've got a couple more episodes left in the year, and we're looking to wrap up 2024 strong, and got some cool things coming in 2025. I think one of our last shows of the year will be some sort of year-end wrap-up, both for Gardeners and Lancaster Connects, and we'll kind of hint at the cool things coming in 2025. But our guests have been patiently waiting backstage. Let's bring them on. We've got Rod Redcay and Robyn Redcay of Real Life Community Services right here in Lancaster County. Rod and Robyn, welcome to the show.
Hey, Ben, thank you for having us. And our thoughts and prayers do go out to Jeff and Steph and the family as they're struggling right now. I know it's got to be tough, but a community is important. So I'm sure they have a great family community around them.
Yeah, no question. They've got a lot of prayers coming their direction. So yeah, hopefully they can get some answers on what's going on with Steph soon and get her the heck out of the hospital.
Yeah.
So,
amen.
And I'll just, since it's on the screen there, Wilmer is a friend of ours, Jeff and mine at Gardeners. He actually does some amazing graphical work for our businesses. Can't say enough about the cool things he's able to do. So he says, my deepest sympathy to the Janakova family. Have a speedy recovery, to Jeff's wife. So Wilmer, thanks for tuning in and thanks for the kind words. I'm sure Jeff appreciates it. All right. So Rod and Robyn, so Rod, this is a repeat visit to Lancaster Connects for you.
Yeah.
I think we said in the pre-show episode 35.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. I'm not going to do the math live on camera, but this is episode 171. That was 35. That was a couple years ago. It was a long time ago. So welcome back. We're excited to have you back and talk about Real Life Community Services. And Robyn, I said your name, but
yes.
Who are you?
I am Rod's daughter. I'm his youngest daughter. I started working at Real Life a year ago. So, yeah.
That's cool. Well, thanks for joining the show. We're excited to hear your version of Real Life Community Services. All right.
I thought we'd bring some youth into this conversation. Yeah. So
well, it was, the thing I thought was funny, Rod, like just before the pre-show, she's like adjusting your collar, making sure you look good. So she's definitely brought something already to the show.
There's no doubt about it. In her life, she would love to be some type of a designer,
I don't necessarily know if I'd want to be a designer. I like things to look good. Yeah. Which is why I'm our marketing person and I do all of our graphic designing stuff. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Yeah. I mean, every organization needs somebody to put that kind of stuff together. Marketing, graphics. That's, Wilmer, the gentleman that I just read the message from, he does a lot of graphic stuff for us. It's a special talent, one that I don't possess. That's for sure.
Well, whenever I need a tie, I no longer ask my wife. I ask my daughter. So what?
There you go.
Seriously,
there you go.
My cousin's wedding, and I had all of the family calling me, being like, "What am I supposed to wear?"
Yeah, I got you. Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. So, Rod, we talked last time you were on episode 35 about Real Life Community Services, where you are, what you do, what inspired you to found the organization. Maybe give us a little bit of a recap.
Sure.
To that for somebody that might not have watched that show before.
Sure. Just real quick. I'm a man of faith. My faith is what drives me. I was the son of a single mom, who struggled and worked, night and day to make ends meet, and to see, that, my mom just struggle, and to know that it was only but by God's grace, a loving family and a loving church that helped us stay off the streets and in a home. And as I became an adult in my second year, half of my life, I figured I hit that midlife crisis and realized that, you know what, I should be making a bigger difference. And so I quit my career, not recommended for most, but I quit my career and started this nonprofit to help at-risk youth and families in need find hope and purpose in life.
That's amazing. And how long ago was that?
That was 2011, and don't do the math.
Okay.
13 years.
I said, don't do the math.
Yeah.
She's a mathematician right there.
Yeah, you said midlife and add 13. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
Go ahead.
We're just we're just I just felt like I needed to do more to inspire young people, and through that process realized that there was a direct correlation between at-risk youth and families in need. And so, early 2011, we started helping not only mentor young people, but help their families, providing food for them, and just seemed like we started providing social services before we even knew what we were doing. And it was out of my heart, and I just really went for it, but I couldn't have done it without my beautiful wife Sunny at my side, who actually stopped being a stay-at-home mom and got into the world of work again, and provided for us as I was able to fulfill my dream. And who knew what it was going to transpire into.
That's amazing. The community you serve is the Denver area, Cocalico School District area. Is that correct?
Yeah, Northern Lancaster County, but primarily the Cocalico School District is our area of focus that we help families in need in that area, in that school district, and doing many things as we are going to go over.
And why that community? Do you have ties to that community? Did you grow up in that community?
So, my wife and I have similar missions. That's why we get along so well. But, we want to give back to our community and make a difference in our community wherever we live. And, we came across, Denver in 2004, and moved there. And, Robyn was only like one, I think, at the time. So
just turned one.
And we just fell in love with the community. And, in that process, we felt like it's time to give back to our community. And we started serving in many different capacities. When I decided to quit my career and focus on this nonprofit, that gave me some time to also get to the local political world and being, on borough council in Denver Borough. And then that led me to running and being mayor in 2014. And so I've been mayor of Denver Borough since. So that's now.
It's not a very fought for position.
No, we're a small community, so there wasn't a whole lot of competition. But I own it, and I do well at trying to again serve our community with humility and gratitude. For all that it's done for us.
That's great. Robyn, so the Denver and Cocalico region, northern Lancaster County, what are some of the most pressing challenges faced by the community, and how does Real Life Community Services help face those challenges?
Yeah, so right now, the biggest challenge that I feel like a lot of the country is seeing, but even most specifically our community, is housing. There are just not a lot of affordable housing units for single families, for individuals, but even more so, we're seeing a lot of single elderly people who they may not have family to take care of them, but they just cannot live off of Social Security alone. And so right now, we have the Declaration House, which has 10 affordable housing units, as well as the building next door, which has 5 affordable housing units. So that's one way that one thing that we have brought to the community. But also our social worker, Amelia, she works with each case, trying to help them find affordable places to live, help them find better resources. And she's our rock star.
Yeah. Really, really good. And showing those that come to us with extreme care. We don't turn anyone away. Anybody calls us, we're going to give them time, but give them referrals. We have people calling us from Atlanta, Georgia. Don't ask me why. And asking for help. We're like, well, let me see here. Let's look on the computer. Well, in your area, there could be something here. We just want people to know that they are loved and cared for, and that someone recognizes them. I think we all want to feel accepted, appreciated, acknowledged, and cared for. If we can provide that for someone, it's a win.
That's I love that. Just the way you said that there. Say those words again. We all want to be.
Yeah, we all want to be accepted, acknowledged, appreciated, and cared for. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I learned a number of years ago. That's something that I think drives us all to want to be in that. And there's so many people in our community that are in a bad place, whether it's a result of their own actions or the actions of someone else. And regardless of that, we need to know that they have value, and it doesn't matter what situation is. There's a plan and a purpose for their life.
So right there on the screen, Declaration House. Robyn, you mentioned that. How does that? What is it? What is the Declaration House, and how does it work?
So the Declaration House is, right now, it's the brightest light in our community. And it's amazing because it used to be the darkest spot in our community. So it used to be a hotel bar called the Denver House. And it was, as Rod says, it was the most blighted property in the town, and it had the highest number of police calls. It had no one wanted their kids to be around that place.
It was drug infested. It was cockroach infested. It was the most deplorable living conditions imaginable, and it was in my town as mayor. And in 2014, I saw this and felt that if we're going to see any transformation in our community, we need to do something with this property. And ironically, a group of pastors about this time, actually, in 2014, were praying for transformation in our community. I think I shared it the last podcast, but through that time of prayer, they're praying for transformation. And they said the way you pray for transformation is to pray for the darkest property in the community. If God can transform that property, He can transform the entire community. And one pastor said, well, I don't know any darker place than the Denver House. And through that time, we saw this opportunity where we started to pray into that. And ironically, God heard our voice, our prayers, and one miracle after another helped us get to the place where we're able to take ownership of this old blighted property. Unbeknownst to us at the time, the previous owners stopped paying the mortgage, stopped paying the taxes, stopped paying the utilities and upkeep of the property, and just let it go. And they were still renting the rooms, ironically. And it was just horrible situation. And we knew we had to do something, and all we could do is pray. And through that experience in 2016, we were able to acquire the property out of foreclosure. We were able to bring the community together. Over 225 volunteers gave over 2,000 hours of time.
26 dumpsters of removal.
26 dumpsters of garbage and debris from the building. Believe it or not, when you stop paying the utilities, you stop paying the garbage guy. And when the garbage guy stops getting paid, they eventually stop picking up the garbage. So where do you go with it? You go in the basement, you go in the attic, you go into every square foot of that building. It was just horrible. And you saw the picture earlier of the building being torn down. And here it comes. So we had an amazing day, and I'll never forget in September 2018, where that old building came tumbling down, and it was just this dark, horrible property just went to the ground, and we then celebrated as we started rebuilding what is now known as the Declaration House, which is houses 10 affordable apartments, and it has our offices in there where our social worker, Amelia, and other staff are able to meet with families and give them resources, as well as providing space for Union Community Care, a federally qualified health center. And if you haven't had them on this podcast, you really need to have them there. They're just incredible, providing great health care for the most needy and the most marginalized people. And so they have a full dentist facilities that operates and help patients with their teeth, which is incredible, especially those who are Medicaid and Medicare can't afford it, as well as has a little grocery store, discount deli in our community in our downtown, which is just great. And so it's brought life back, and now we see this transformation occurring all across our downtown. Investments, businesses that were old and blighted were bought and fixed up, and we are now actually have another property that was torn down just earlier this year and being rebuilt in our downtown. So what really happened from these pastors that were praying one morning, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving in 2014, has just came to fruition and culminated to a point in 2019 with the completion of the Declaration House that you see in the picture there. It was just amazing feat, raising $3.5 million to build this beautiful building, which we only have a $500,000 mortgage. So we are just totally blessed to see the community and our foundations across the county and state and federal monies that are able to come together to make this dream a reality.
Yeah, that's an amazing story, an amazing transformation of the building and subsequently the community. So, thank you for the spark, the downtown Denver spark, right?
Yeah.
On my notes here, I see the Lighthouse Youth Center. Is that part of the Declaration House, or is that a different program?
So it's part of Real Life Community Services. It's actually, we changed it from youth center to community center because we realized it's a space that we want the community to be able to use. So it is right across the street from the Declaration House. It was actually the first building that the ministry had been able to acquire. It was also another reason why we wanted the Denver House out of commission, because we wanted it to be a youth center and we wanted youth to come out and hang out. And then a bunch of people were like, who is going to send their child to a youth center that is right across the street from the Denver House? Yep. So we use it for our youth program. We have the downstairs basement is offices for our early learning mentor. There are also organizations like AA who are able to meet there. And
it's just having grief share programs and other things. So we have that open space that other organizations can meet in and provide a place where up to 40 people can congregate comfortably and enjoy.
It's been used for birthday parties and just weddings. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And so we just love to have that space and utilize it to just make a difference and provide that care.
That's great. So I've also on my notes the Community Cares Initiative, or I'm sorry, not Community Cares, Calico Cares Initiative. I should read the words on the paper.
Calico Cares, yes.
Calico Cares Coalition. How does that work, and how is it helping to build a thriving community?
Yeah, our Calico Cares is a communities that care model, and it provides a way for leaders from all over the community and all sectors of our community society to come together to talk about ways that we can make our community a better place. And we're just, again, can't say enough about how our community is coming together, how they support a mission and a vision so well that we're able to make a difference. The concept is designed to address adolescent behaviors and violence, and make it a community safer place for others to grow and thrive. And I see that we have some audio problems, so I apologize. We're going to try and hook up a different audio piece, but I can still hear you. Robyn's having a little trouble.
I think I can hear him now. I don't know how long that'll last, but
yeah, never fail.
Yeah, it seems crystal clear on my end. What's coming through
great.
My speaker. So, so actually, that's kind of piggybacking on that. Talking about community collaboration and volunteers. You got involvement from other local businesses, churches, volunteers. I said it at the top of the show before you were on. Volunteers make an organization run. You have the financial aspect of running an organization or a business, and any nonprofit or charitable organization needs manpower. Needs volunteers and the support of the community. So can you speak a little bit to the Denver community and how it steps up to help real life community services?
So volunteers are extremely vital to how our organization runs. Like, they basically help us run our food distribution programs. They help us with events. They help us with our community garden program. So we have a community garden where we are able to plant and pick fresh fruits and vegetables for the community. We distribute that at our food pantry, as well as give it to other organizations to give out free food. They helped with our Acts of Love project, which was a summer lunch program this summer. They help gather materials for different programs and events. They help us maintain the property. So volunteers are such an amazing part. And it's so amazing to see businesses and churches. Churches are probably our biggest, volunteer pool. But it's really fun to see different businesses bring in some of their workers. Like they have a work day where they just come in and help us clean up the properties, or they'll help us sort things for different events. And it's amazing to see people wanting to give back, but it's also so important to pretty much every aspect of our ministry.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the backbone of our organization. We couldn't be who we are and do all that we do without them, for sure.
So on the screen behind that picture, kind of, Chris, if you scroll down a tad there, I saw the Momentum Youth Program.
Mm-hmm.
So I see you can become a mentor there. Maybe you could speak a little bit about that program, how it works, and what the mentor-mentee relationship is.
Yeah, so our Momentum program, we got picked up after our original youth program kind of got dissolved during COVID. But anyway, in 2021, we started our Momentum program, which is we just got a group of young adults who wanted to give back to the youth in our community, and we continued to meet Tuesday nights because that was our original night that they were meeting. And so we meet every Tuesday night from 6:30 to 8:00. And basically we're just there to facilitate a safe space for the kids to come and have food. We have a volunteer provide a meal for the group, and
home cooked meal
or pizza, or we've had a variety of different things. And it's always great. And the kids always demolish the food. And, but we also play games. We actually just finished, we didn't necessarily finish the projects, but we have projects like last year, they, built bridges out of popsicle sticks and tested to see whose bridge did better.
We have a couple engineering students that are excited about helping out, and what better way to utilize and promote STEM and then build popsicle bridges.
And the kids love using the hot glue, and they love the competition. But also we have movie nights, we have game nights. The kids, there's the tiniest little basketball court in the back of the lighthouse, but the boys go insane every time because they love to play basketball. Yeah. And luckily we have some young, and old. We won't call them old. But anyway, we've got some good guys who love to play basketball with the kids. So that's basically how the mentee-mentor relationship works.
And it's great to see the kids coming back week after week, and just love being there. But then most of all, connecting with a caring adult who's asked them how their week was, who knows their story, who've been, walking through life with them every week for the last year or 2 or 3, and just to stay connected with them, to help them through rough patches, to help them get get in a better place and think about life beyond themselves. Yeah. And I think, it was so cool after COVID to see the kids coming out and playing basketball again.
Yeah.
So good. And that's, we also know that there's still a number of kids out there, who are still stuck in the COVID mentality and on their computers and playing Fortnite and other video games and just not being able to get out and not being able to connect, with others, especially with other caring individuals who can give them, inspire them. And it just, it burns my heart, to see what's happening there. But we take what students come and, we provide them, that care and support that they have.
That's awesome. I love.
We're going to try and transition here to another headset. So see if we can
got you. Yeah.
I'm involved here again. Sorry.
I love that you're creating fun experiences for the kids. I love the game of basketball. I hope, Rod, that Robyn was not referring to you when she was saying old players playing basketball.
No,
okay.
I am, and when she's mentioning old, I am deceased at that point. I mean, like, seriously, I am not the old guy that she's referring to. If I got
you.
Although I still do play basketball.
Yes, he does.
I know where my place is, and my place is to pass that baton on to the next generation.
There you go.
I'm doing incredible work. Honestly, it's just neat to see them stepping up. And the old guy, is
he's been a rock since before COVID.
He's been a great guy.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
So we love it. It's my core of who I am is youth development. And I just see opportunities, though, as I'm getting older and focus more and developing the organization, that these young millennials and now Gen Zs, I have a tough time understanding them. But there's a nice picture. Oh, my word. There you go. That's almost like a grandpa figure. Isn't it?
That's great. That's great. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the events that you do for outreach into the community. I see the Back to School Backpack Program and the Project Christmas Presents, which, Back to School program was probably something you enacted over the summer into the start of the school year. And we're in the Christmas season right now. So maybe start with that one, and then you could talk about the Back to School one as well.
Sure. The Project Christmas Presents is the one that we are right in the height of doing right now. And basically, we connect with students in the school district. We work with the school district, hand in hand to try and connect with their families in need. And we put it out there to our existing clients as well as with the school district, saying, who do you know that might want or need a helping hand over Christmas to provide, a fun environment for their kids, that they can get some presents and they can get fun activity. And so we started the Project Christmas Presents with the intent to connect with as many families as we can who just need a brighter Christmas. And so we see this, and we have now, I think it's over 140 150 kids now that are participating. And
that's great.
We cannot do it without our volunteers, right? So our churches and businesses are creating Christmas tree ornaments. That we create Christmas tree ornaments for them to put on giving trees, and they are able to pick those ornaments off. Each ornament has not a name, but a age and gender and size of clothing that they would wear, so that a family can go and shop for them and buy some presents and wrap them and give those presents to us, and then we're able to distribute those presents to the kids at a fun Christmas party that we're having later in December.
That's awesome. I mean, 140 to 150 kids, those are smiles that you're going to get from those kids, or those kids are going to experience that they may not have had otherwise. So that's fantastic that you're...
Probably one of my favorite things is sometimes I look through all the pictures that we got from last year, and just some of the kids' faces just make your heart so warm.
Yep. That's amazing. How about the back to school backpack program?
Yeah, so the back to school backpack program, like you said, obviously an August sort of thing. We get together with businesses and we put out lists of supplies that are needed, and people bring the donations, and then we get backpacks, and we try to get a list from the school just to know what the kids might actually need this coming year. And we have it based on elementary school, middle school, and high school. We try to give out, I think it's 10 to 20 backpacks based on high school students, like 30 or so middle school students, and like 50 elementary school students. And then on National Night Out, we head to our local Reamstown park, and you'll see pictures there. We hand them out to, it's first come, first serve. So whoever gets there gets free backpack. And then until we run out, and we always run out. So it's really just a great way to make sure that the kids have all the school supplies that they could need, just like the simple stuff, which is just an easy relief for the parents who are struggling, who might not be able to get their kid a new backpack this year, or all this different school supplies that is really required to help the kid do well in school.
So you referenced it both in talking about this and the Christmas gift project, Christmas presents, that, the community can help, businesses and organizations can help. So, obviously, nonprofits and charitable organizations need community support. So what are some good ways, and how can the community help? Like if somebody wanted to donate backpacks, is it a matter of going to the website and submitting a form, or dropping backpacks off at, your location? What's the best way for an organization to help?
A couple different things. First off, if there's an individual who wants to volunteer with us and do more, they can just go on our website and click on the Get Involved button that's there on our website, and then they follow the prompts, and they can sign up and put in their background checks and all that, security checks to make sure that their child's safe, and then they get emails from us constantly of what's coming up, different, and they actually can select targeted areas that they want to serve, and whether they want to serve in food, whether they want to serve in mentoring, whether they want to serve in cleanup, yard cleanup, if they want to do different things. So we actually have individuals who maybe just want to be part of a rapid response team, and that is for if there's an emergency situation, a mom's car breaks down. It happened a couple of times now. That we put it out there, send out a text notification to those on the list and say, who can help? Here's the location. And the first person to respond can, then helps us out. That's been an incredible asset. Doesn't happen often, but it's nice to have. So they can help out. They can be part of that and follow the different prompts they need. And then watch for the emails, and they follow those emails, suggestions on how they can get involved, as well as organizations. Then most of the time it's word of mouth, but obviously if they go to our Facebook page, we got constant posts there. Robyn's done incredible work with that to try and make sure that everybody knows
what's going on, what we need, what they can help with. Just day-to-day stuff, week-by-week stuff. But yeah, it's Facebook and our website are the best ways to figure out what they can do to get involved.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty impressive. I scrolled through the Facebook feed recently, and I was like, yeah, there it all is. That's says what's going on, how you're impacting the community, and that's how they
part
can
of
help
our Thanks for Giving campaign, actually. So our end of year campaign is basically mostly word of mouth and Facebook and Instagram. So I've been making sure that there are posts every day, just sort of highlighting what we do. because there's a lot of people who know us for one thing or another thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people know us just for the Declaration House, and we do so much more than have a big white building in the middle of town. So.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's so true. And, we can't say enough about our community, as you heard before, those who step up and wanting to volunteer, wanting to give back and to be involved in, food distribution. We get majority of our food comes from Central PA Food Bank, which is every week we get, probably about 1,000 pounds, or more, from them. But, it used to be early on when we were getting food, we used to get food. 99% of our food came from Central PA Food Bank.
Okay.
It is now back down probably to 85%. And that's largely due to our community's willingness to give and to support us, and through our First Friday food drives.
Coming up this week.
First Friday, which is coming up this week. Thank you for the plug. They can come. People can actually give non-perishable items. They can go onto our website and look up our First Friday food drive under Warehouse 916. And they're able to then see what items we're looking for as collecting this month. And they're able to drop that off at our Warehouse 916, which is located behind the Declaration House. So we have 5 properties, and they're all within a stone's throw of the Declaration House. So we're blessed to see what is happening in the warehouse, and our community stepping up and doing food drives from businesses to churches to the school district. Everyone's getting involved and giving us food, which started out with a couple 100 pounds of food every First Friday. Now it's well over 1,000 pounds every First Friday. We're getting, as you can see, the list there of items that we're getting this week. We're excited.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I mean, every time you start to say something, it's like a new thing that you're not a new thing, but like another thing that another service you're offering, or another way to impact the community. It's amazing.
Not even close to being done.
We're almost out of time.
Again, I must say, I mean, we just see a need. Our mission statement is we do everything possible to connect our community to hope through partnerships, collaborations, and purposeful relationships. Number one, we want to see everyone find hope. Number two is we know we can't do it alone. We have to get the help of others, and that's other organizations through collaborations and partnerships, and others through our purposeful relationships that we have with individuals and organizations and churches and businesses and government or agencies to make our community a stronger, more thriving community that we've ever seen. And it's not us. It's really this community. We just happen to be the vehicle that does it, and that they use to help and bless those who are in need. I believe that this community is only as strong as its weakest among us, and if we can help those who are in need get to be stronger, we can only be stronger as a community.
That's awesome. I don't think we could wrap up the time talking to you about real life community services any better than the last minute or so statement that you just delivered there. That's amazing. I mean, the community involvement is what makes, organizations run, but you provide the community with the organization to facilitate all of the great things that you're doing. So, kudos to you for the last 13 years, for starting real life community services and, continuing with the mission to impact the Northern Lancaster community and beyond. It's quite amazing. And it's been an honor to have you back on for a second time. Robyn, you the first time.
But amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all you guys are doing and helping us raise awareness of what is happening through real life in our community in Northern Lancaster County. Been great.
That's awesome.
And again, we're not done. Our next year is the year of expansion. So
that was actually a question on the list that we didn't get to. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I just, we do a banquet every year, and every year there's a guest speaker, something that would draw people in. And this year we felt that, we are in a place of expansion. I mean, since we built the Declaration House, we've been so successful at that. We have, so the last 5 years, we've had numerous organizations, individuals, communities, churches, people coming to us and saying, how did you do this? And can you do it in our community? And
from no way.
Tri-County region, it's just been incredible. And for us, we said we can help you, but we can't do it. But we started to see that it's time to expand. So we're hiring another social worker. So the one that we have now can focus on programs and expand our programs more. And we have a little teaser. There's a new program that will be unveiled at New Year's Eve. So we have a New Year's Eve great reveal. And that will reveal how much we've been able to raise and what's that new program we're going to be unveiling and getting started. So it'll be fun. And we have other expansion ideas and plans for 2025. So what you've heard is just a tip of the iceberg of what we're wanting to do and make a difference. As our community continues to support us, we're going to continue to expand and grow. So that we can touch more lives and be more impactful.
I love it. So your New Year's Eve announcement, definitely share it with us. We'll share it on the show following that announcement.
Yeah.
And, we'd love to have you on again in the future, whether that's sometime in 2025 or beyond. But, as you're expanding or you got something new to bring to the show, let's have you back on and have another discussion. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's just neat to see what's happening. And, I love it. And getting this younger generation involved has been a lot of fun too. It just bring their new life and new energy.
Yep. Yeah. The non-old crowd, right?
Right.
There's our non-old side.
Yeah.
By the way.
Thanks for what you do for the organization, Robyn, and thanks for being on the show here. So, well, we're out of time for discussion about real life community services. Thanks for being on and sharing. But let's do our connection cocktail questions. Just a few questions to get to know our guests a little bit better. So we just wrapped up Thanksgiving. Some people love Thanksgiving for the food and all the family gatherings, but do you each have a favorite holiday or a favorite holiday tradition?
I would say the only thing I could think of is that I like to decorate for Christmas, right after Thanksgiving. I don't like anything about Christmas before Thanksgiving,
I was wondering.
My fiance finds insane. But normally it's been my mom, my sister, and me. We decorate the whole house on Black Friday instead of going out
That's
shopping. Cool. My mom realized she just likes the house decorated. She doesn't like to do the decorating. So it was my sister who kind of took that over. And then my sister moved away and had her own house. And so it's still one of my favorite things to do, though, to decorate Christmas.
That's cool. Rod, how about you?
I love Thanksgiving. Love people coming together and having family over and eating turkey, but more with the Lancaster County flair. Adding handballs. That is the kicker.
Okay.
That is right there.
All right. I'm not a Lancaster County boy from youth, so I've experienced handballs, but I can't say it was part of my childhood. All right. Next question. If you could travel back in time, where would you go? Either like a place or just way back in time, whatever,
Yeah, you get one?
I like the time of Renaissance. That's where most of my favorite paintings come from, my favorite artists, and just favorite a lot of different things. Probably my favorite time in history. So I'd probably go back somewhere in the Renaissance. No specific place, but Renaissance is mostly, Europe. So probably Italy, Greece.
But with modern plumbing.
Maybe. Yes.
Well, yes.
and showers and clothes.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Rod, how about you?
I think I'd just be back in Bible times and just experience Jesus walking on the earth and the crowds of people and the people being healed and in front of our eyes. That'd be totally incredible. And to see his interaction and how he really connects with people and how he relates with those who are desperately in need. And I look to probably do that and model that the best I can. I'm probably horrible at it, but I think it's great to to see just someone like that you can espouse to and hope to be as best as you can be.
Well, I'd say you're doing a pretty good job. That answer makes sense with the mission you started.
Well, you're too kind. Thank you.
So last question, and then we'll let you go. I guess we're close to winter, but we're still in fall. Do you each have a favorite fall thing to do in Lancaster County?
Wow. Fall thing.
The only thing I could think of is to go to Oregon Dairy's corn maze.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But I've only done it once or twice, but it was a lot of fun. And that's the only fall specific thing I can think of. Except gotcha. I did love our church's Harvest Festival growing up. Okay. That was a lot of fun. But once you're an adult, you don't really do the kiddie stuff. So
Sure. So then it's corn maze time.
Yeah.
Right.
Rod, anything you like to do in fall?
Just, I think seeing the leaves change, maybe go up to Jim Thorpe, just the beautiful, fall leaves and colors and just enjoy, going out to a winery with my wife or, just experiencing a beautiful, beautiful weather.
Yep. We definitely have, a unique 4 seasons here in Pennsylvania. Sometimes it maybe only feels like 3, but experiencing, kind of the starts warm, ends cool, fall season, leaves changing, that whole thing. There's some beautiful spots in Pennsylvania to enjoy that. So, well, Rod and Robyn, thank you so much for being on the show, being on Lancaster Connects. Rod, for a second time, sharing about real life community services and all the great ways that you're impacting the Northern Lancaster community. Thank you to the two of you, and hope you have a great rest of your afternoon.
Thank you, Ben. It's been a great pleasure spending time with you, and you can call me anytime. We'd love to come back on and talk about what's next in our venture.
That sounds great. We'll definitely keep in touch.
All right, take care.
Yep.
See you guys.
Yep. See you. All right. It's like a couple minutes till closing time right here at Lancaster Connects. Just a couple quick things. We've got, Chris, I don't know if there was a photo that Jeff shared with you, maybe on email. I don't know if you have it there. If not, no biggie. But we have a holiday display outside our showroom. Actually outside. It's against our building, white wall. We have a Christmas display. There's a couple Christmas trees and some other holiday decorations there. It's actually a wonderful spot for family photos or just holiday photos. So if you wanted to do like a holiday card, and you're taking a family photo, this would be a great backdrop to do it against. It doesn't cost you anything. You just come into the Gardener's Mattress and More parking lot, pull in, walk over to the holiday display. You can even come in and ask our team. They'll come out and take a photo of you and your family. The photo, if Chris has it, if not a big deal, is of a family that came in over the weekend and took a photo, and they shared it on the Gardener's Facebook page. On our post about it. So it's just something that, again, we like to do some fun things for the community. We have, Lancaster Connects is a way for us to give back. It doesn't look like we have the photo. No big deal. So Lancaster Connects is our way to give back, giving back to Off the Streets mission and, some of the other, food, charity, food donation efforts that we have, through our Gardeners Gives Back initiative. But, fun holiday photos. If you're looking for a holiday photo with your family, come get it here at Gardener's Mattress and More, at 830 Plaza Boulevard, Lancaster, right behind Park City Mall. Well, that's it for today's show. Again, we're our thoughts and prayers are with Jeff and his wife, Steph, and her health and what she's going through. Hopefully they can get some answers on what's going on with her and get her home from the hospital. And Hopefully Jeff is back with me next week. If not, we have a great show lined up next week with actually a former employee of Gardner's who has an awesome business doing adventure photography. What is adventure photography? You'll find out next week on Lancaster Connects. Have a great afternoon.